All right, mate. So you're looking forward to tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be a very good game. Boys are confident. We've had a good training session this week, but obviously we're aware of Tilford and their strengths and weaknesses, so we're hoping to hopefully exploit them tomorrow.
What sort of weaknesses do they have? They seem like they've got all parts of the park covered this season.
Yeah, well, obviously I've been watching a few games. Me and Glenn have been along, and in attack and midfield they're very strong, and we think their defence is their weakening, so we're hoping to exploit their defence.
What's it mean to be in a final? Might not be the Summer Cup, but any final's a good final to be in, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you don't go into any competition to lose. You're always looking to win. So we want to go into every competition we go in this season and do our best and leave with the trophy.
Do you feel you've had a really good lead up into the Victory League season, gone off without a hitch?
Yeah, I mean, we had a good awakening when we went to Melbourne and played against South Melbourne. I think we lost 5-1. That really shook us, and then when we came back and we had the first round of the Summer Cup, we were all prepared for it against Glenorchy, and we did really well. So that was good.
All right, again, what's it mean to be in a final?
Oh, it's great to be in the final. It's the expectation of our club is high, and we look to do as well as we can in any competition we enter. So it's great to be in a final against our traditional rivals in the Zebras.
Yeah, you expect a big crowd tomorrow? Obviously, yeah, two pretty well supported teams.
Well, we hope so. Start of the season, I think the media is probably going to push another level when the Victory League does start, but we're hoping for a good crowd.
Do you feel the same confidence going to your second final in a row, considering it's against the Zebras?
Oh, look, I think we're confident against any team that's going to show up against us. So I think we're in a good place. We've worked very hard over a number of months, and we're as confident as we could be.
How's the squad looking? Sweating on a few guys, Sakiris and Vandermeer and a couple of others?
Sure. Well, Jake next to me here is going to be fit, so he'll take part. Lockie Nichols and Manuel Sakiris will be not taking the part. We're holding them back for the Lake Seljuk Cup game in a couple of weeks. So that's sort of a precautionary type thing, but the rest will be fine.
What about Alex Holmes?
Holmes will be okay.
So what's wrong with Lockie and...
Lockie picked up a knock against Beadside, just some knee ligaments, ankle ligaments, he's just tweaked them. So just as a precaution, we're just holding him off, and hopefully he'll be involved against Rangers in the first game of the Lacquer.
And Manny as well?
Manny won't. He picked up. He's got a groin injury. So again, he was battling to make the game tomorrow, but the physiotherapist has said he can't do it, so he won't be playing.
Do you feel you know Zebras pretty well, or this time of year you don't sort of know teams well at all when you're coming into a new year, I guess?
Well, we've watched them. I've watched them 3 times now. Obviously, we haven't played them yet, and they play a strong physical brand of football. So, and I think really right at this point in time, we're the only other team that can match them in that physicality. So I think there's some great matchups right across the park, and it's going to be a great game to watch.
Two clubs have a pretty strong rivalry. Is there always that little bit of extra spice when you guys meet?
I think so. We're probably the last 2 traditional clubs in the competition, and there's always it always just goes up a little level, and obviously along with it being a cup final, I'm anticipating a really high intensity game.
McEwen and Lazinski, a pretty powerful strike force up front. Do you have any plans for those guys at all?
Well, look, their front 2, when you match them up against our back 2, being Jake and Alex Holmes, it's a wonderful matchup, so anything could happen.
All right, how are you feeling, Jerry, about being in a final in your first year, I guess?
To be honest, it's another game for us. I'm not thinking about it as a final. I'm thinking it as preparation for the V-League. My job is to prepare the team for a successful V-League season. So we wanted to get 5 games in. We've got 5 games in. So
You've got some big returns, obviously Adam McEwen and Henry Fagg coming back. Does that add to your confidence?
Well, I think that Olympia are at a confidence thing. For us, it's business as usual. This is just another game.
Why do you take that attitude? Like any silverware is good to win, I guess, but it's more important to get right for the main season.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that in terms of preparation for what people perceive as a big game is to keep things normal. Looking at last season's results, Olympia have been very good in cup competitions, and so they've been able to get themselves up and ride that emotion. I think that we have to take a different approach and look at it as getting the job done, keep to the patterns and performance that we've been developing each week, because we've been, I think, playing more difficult teams each week. So I think that's been good preparation for the season. And I think this weekend we're going to have an even tougher opponent.
What's the pressure and expectation like in the club? You've assembled a pretty powerful team this year, and a lot of people are tipping you guys to take the league. Is there pressure and expectation there?
There's definitely expectation, but I haven't felt any pressure yet. But perhaps that's because the results have been going our way. I think that it's the team that is playing at the moment that actually starts to play to their potential. That's been the focus, is unshackle the people and the players mentally to just so they relax and they do have some confidence when they play.
Last year the team had no trouble scoring goals, but had a little bit of a leaky defence and let a fair few in. What's been put in place to stop that this year?
I think everybody knows that the expectation is it's not just the back 4 or 5 who have to defend. Everybody has to defend. And so for us it's about pressure across the park. Try and defend higher up the park. Get a bit of pressure on the 2 centre-backs, I think.
You must be happy with some of the youth coming through. Obviously, Ethan scoring a brace last week.
Yeah, I think there's exciting young players in both teams. I really like the look of John O'Griffith at Olympia. And we've got 2 young guys who are quick and like to get forward. Nick McDonald and Ethan Engel. So, yeah, I think there's experience, there's skill, there's some young talent and a bit of pace. So it should be an interesting game.
Are there any other squad changes of note? John O'Ladick feeling alright?
John is fine. John is coming into form at the right time. Yeah, John's looking good.
So full strength squad, basically.
Yeah, pretty much full strength.
How are you settling in at Zebras, mate?
Yeah, settling in well. Enjoying my football there, and it's a great bunch of blokes to be around. And coming off, 4 games in a row of wins is a nice feeling as well, leading into the cup final this weekend.
Do you take the same attitude, I suppose, that this is just another game and you're not playing for too much?
Yeah, it is another game, that's a fact, but it is a final, and you don't go into a final hoping to lose, so you do everything you can to win the game, and that's what the team will do tomorrow.
You're playing in a cup final tomorrow. Is this the reason why you come over to Zebras to play in finals?
Yeah, one of the reasons. The only cup we won with Kingwood was this cup 2 years ago, and hopefully we can win it again. It is an incentive to be in a team that is striving to win competitions, because at the end of the day that's what it's about.
And have you noticed a bit less pressure on yourself out on the park, whereas at Kingborough you probably would have had to pull a few more strings and whatnot, but you might have a bit more quality around you at Zebras?
Yeah, Kingborough I felt I had to, I may not have had to, that's just how it felt, whereas here I'm just playing my little role in the team, and if I do that well then the team will do well, simple as that.